So today I'm going to demonstrate the straight seaming technique to join two pieces of single crochet together. We're going to be using our Jersey Be Good yarn in the Jog Grey colourway, and you'll also need a sewing needle and a sharp pair of scissors. Let's get started. I'm going to be joining them just directly below the last row that you crocheted on each piece. You can see that these edges mimic a knitted cast-off edge, so you can actually use this technique on knitted pieces too. So I started by putting my two crochet pieces on top of one another so that the wrong sides of the fabric are touching and the right sides of the fabric are facing outwards. So this is my right side, and then this is my right side of each piece. I've taken my sewing needle, and today I'm going to be showing you this technique using a contrasting colour yarn, but it might be best for you to match your yarn to the same colour that you crocheted your pieces in. So I'm just going to take my yarn through one stitch on the wrong side of the fabric just to fasten it, and you're going to want to leave a bit of a tail so that you can weave in that end at once you've completed your seam. So put the two pieces together, and you're going to want to line up your stitches. So begin by taking your needle underneath this stitch here, this sort of V, and then underneath the corresponding stitch on the back piece too, and pull your needle up through, like so. Now you're going to take your needle back down the next stitch along on this back piece, and then take it under the corresponding stitch on the front piece. Pull it through. Take your needle up through the next stitch along on the front piece and underneath the corresponding stitch on the back piece. So you can see how this technique would also work if you were joining two cast-off edges. And this seaming technique creates a seam with a lot of structure, and is also decorative because you're not hiding the edges on the inside of the fabric. They're still flat on the outside. And this makes it a really good technique for seaming the sides of bags. So it gives a really good structure. So just keep on repeating those steps, always making sure that you're taking the needle through the corresponding stitches and working along, making sure you don't miss any out. And if you look back across where you've worked, you can see why it's called the straight stitch, because you've just got this line of straight stitches joining your two pieces together. You can see it's the same on the reverse side. So just keep on repeating those steps to join your two pieces of fabric together until you reach the end of your pieces and the two pieces are completely joined. And providing that you've always gone underneath the two corresponding stitches, you should find that once you reach the end, your two pieces of fabric are completely lined up. Like so. So now you've completed your join, and you're going to weave in your two tails, and if you open out your fabric you can see that the seam looks like this. So there you have it. That's how to seam using the straight stitch.